everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. We are here again, doing it again. Got two more flat boxes. We're going to open those up and see if they're searchable. If they are, we'll spin the wheel and get another one of our superstar members done. Working toward the end of the way we've been doing the stream for quite a while. We're going to have to make some changes. Silver's almost $40 an ounce, kind of getting hard to Brian and the Twin says, come on, Silver. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you, brother. Getting too expensive to give away as I've been doing all this time. So we will be making some changes here in the short term, but for now, we're going to keep on clicking like we've been clicking. So let me run through the list and see who all is here. Oh, I got a couple more things to do first. Let me get all that done. Let me get that done. I got ahead of myself, or behind myself, or in front of myself. I was impeding my progress one way or the other. Pa is not going to be on today, so we will persevere. Don't want to go, hey there, Kevin, what's up? Don't want to go too long in because we got a little Alabama game to watch this afternoon, but I think it starts at 2:30, so hopefully we will be able to cackalack on through these rows and get to that game this afternoon. Some good football on last night. So glad to see football back in action again. Let's look and see who all is here. I see Artie Mike, Brian and the Twins. I saw Chew earlier. I don't see him here now. Nicole Erickson also I saw. There she is. Chicken Man Dan, Christopher Ty, David Rubin, Elizabeth Flood, Fleabag, JC Light Pam, Kevin, Martin Bowen, Nicole Erickson, Paul was here, Shell Bell, Tea Time, Tom Thumb, and somebody else popped in. Martin Bowen, maybe it was Martin. And also, hello Martin, Valerie, and my super fan Gabe. Was so nice to meet Gabe here a couple weeks ago. Very, very super guy and great family. So let's see, let's get this back to the Chitty Chat, and we're going to go from there. NC Prospectors, how are you doing? Hope I didn't miss you. Let's get this box open and see what it looks like. Got a fair amount of new ones in there. Let's I'm probably gonna say this one is not going to be searchable, so we will open a few rows and see what it looks like. It's got a bunch of new ones. It looks like 4 rows of new ones. So this one here, we will just open and see what it does. It does have circulated coins. It's not unheard of that we might find silver in a box like this, but it's not circulated enough that I feel good about using it for a superstar member. So what's been going on? Yep, we're back on the 2020s again. So we'll get up another 8 or 900 NIFCs. Let me get this dialed in. 71D. I couldn't get my double stack boxes again this week. I don't think they've quit getting them. It's just been, they've given me a few excuses. I try to always tell them, like, look, just give it to me straight. You know, I would much rather know the situation than be dodging around it for several weeks, you know, anticipating getting the coins and then continuously not getting them. And hey, Fleabag, having these others are nice. It gives us something to search, and at any other time, I would not worry about it at all, but I really would like to be able to get the Superstar members boxes done so that we can really just go to a slimmed down type coin search where there probably won't be giveaways unless we find them in the box. Although I do have some things that were given to me to do as giveaways that I will be throwing in to coming up. Dad Spare Change gave me some uncirculated, still in the mint packaging dollar coins, so we'll start using those as giveaways, try to give back some of the generosity that's been given to me. And so we will be doing that once we finish this up as we've been doing. 2020 71D. Do have a few auctions, feeling good. Good Fleabag, glad to see that. Do have a few items for auction today. If there's interest, everything will be $1 start. 71D. I did get 500 in ones. It looks like they're well circulated. The ones I did Tuesday night, 200 of them were uncirculated. 7040. Silverman, how are you? 2020. Stayed up watching the Auburn game last night. Looks like they've got some good pieces in place this year, so couldn't make the Iron Bowl interesting this year. Hope not. But I'm glad you got that figured out there, Jolly Roger. There's a full row of new ones. Jim Cantor, Brian Robeson, how are you guys doing? I got a commemorative I bought on CoinOp in for my album, so I now have all 3 miniatures for the Rhode Island commemorative for the commemorative album, so I was happy to get that. I know everybody, a lot of people watching that old football today. I know Dad's Fair Change. Tennessee Vols are playing at noon. I would have loved to have been able to watch that and the Ohio State game. Looks like to be a good one, so we'll hopefully catch some replays on some of that. Hey, Littlefoot, show me. How are y'all? $20. $20. I think we'll just add those up at the end of the box instead of Hey, DH Ringer. Keeping them up as we go. Save a little time. 2020. I will get them separated into tens. So separated into tens. $71. Hey, Woodsy. Everybody still enjoying the cooler weather? I would be quite happy if I never saw 90 degrees again till next July. Eating my breakfast, says Elizabeth. Only 57 there. That's nice. That's nice. It's warmed back up a little bit. We're in the 60s at night. The days are not getting out of hand though. They're not too bad. Like Rick will be on. I want to say it seemed like his stream time was an hour early. Did y'all see that? 72 here, says JC Like Fam. Seemed like he had a 5 o'clock Central, 4 Eastern on his start time. Did I see that right? Did y'all see that? Hey, Silver Serpent. $20.20. Been a great week. Denver, visiting our son and daughter-in-law, spending some quality time with a new grandson. That is so awesome. Congratulations, Brian. $71D. Hey, William E. Yeah, it's doubtful, William, but you never know. We could do some blind hog action today. Roger, how you doing, Roger? We might do a blind hog imitation. You never know. 71. And another 71. $20.20. Another $20.20. That's 2020 so far. $71D. I haven't had that heat kick on. I ain't even looked quite cross-eyed at the heater now. We still got AC and ceiling fans running down here. Even in the wintertime, my heat don't kick on much because I keep it cool. But I do enjoy a nice fire during the wintertime. So, being as how the thermostat's in the same room as the fireplace, it keeps the heat from kicking on. D. Hey, Michael Erickson, y'all back from the beach? My son's headed to the beach today. $72p. Artie Mike says, WalkerMagnet, I attended the Minnesota State Fair 5 times this year. Not really. I mean, I guess it is for people that enjoy fairs, but it's not really on my radar. Hey, Collector Rick. Hey, Wendy. That ended up being a pretty good nickel box we did Tuesday. I almost, instead of getting when my halves didn't show up, I almost just tried to see if I could got a couple of boxes of nickels to do. 72D. 2:20 a.m. here, so going back to sleep. All right, Woodsy. Thanks for logging in and dropping a like for us at 2:20 in the morning. You're a better man than I am. Save me 2p. Beach about 20. Oh, okay. Went down Friday for the day. We went last night for a bit. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, good idea. Little sand and surf. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I hate it when that happens. $72p. Hey, Vincent C. Candy King, how are you doing? $72p. I watched all of that Auburn game. I'm not sure what time it went off. Sometime after 10, I believe. So that was a late night for me. I think I quit watching. There was about a little over a minute left. 71D. I watched Colorado. That was my two games. I was flicking back and forth. I've got that deal on the TV where you can watch 4 games at once or whatever, and I tried to do that a little bit, but not a fan. I'm not that interested in seeing that much football at once. Can't keep up with it. 52 likes, thanks Vincent. We'll get that 50 likes going in just a second. Save me 2. 2020. 73D. Just type in !me, Wendy. !me will bring your YouTube page up for everybody to peruse. Just found a nickel yesterday. Looked really cool. I have not seen it. Funny how those things pop up. I don't really know the rhyme or reason on them. For NIFC, we'll put that one off to the side. I don't guess it really matters. KCB under the weather at the moment, but will hang on as long as he can. Thank you, KCB. I appreciate it. Sorry you're not feeling well. That's no fun. P. Oh, cool, David. There were some Canadian and UK coins in the coin store or coin machine at the credit union when I went. Nothing exciting, though. Rick's house, he did a house update yesterday. If y'all haven't gotten to see it, looks like it's coming along pretty good. I know they will be glad to see that done. Yep, credit unions are pretty reliable on it. They just about always have something in there. I know for a fact there are a couple of the cashiers at the Publix where I grocery shop that check the coin machine pretty often because they've actually talked to me about stuff they found. So I was really even triple surprised when I found those 340s in the machine that day. I posted a short on not too long ago, but because I know there's a couple of the tellers there that really watch that machine and check the return. $74D. Beautiful 98. $71. Yep, I did. You're right. And it was so funny, Silver Serpent, because I was no way I was going to, you know, I wasn't planning on going, but I'd gotten up that morning and thought I would cook some pancakes. And I remembered my daughter saying that she was going to pick up milk the day before, so I didn't even consider that I didn't have milk. And when I opened the refrigerator, before I had already put my Bisquick and my egg and my little bit of oil and everything in the bowl to mix, and opened the door, and I'll be doggone, didn't have a drop of milk. So instead of getting upset about it, I just went on to the store and picked up the milk and made pancakes. But if I had not went ahead and done that, I would have missed out on that. So told my daughter I was going to let her off the hook this time. Let's go ahead and get the light going. Sorry about that. We got 50 likes to go. Here we go. 50 likes. Got 3 minutes to get in. 50 likes. Today's going to be 2 little Merc dimes. 2 little Merc dimes. $71D. People in, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. It's a full row there of shinies, not shine wise, but shinies. Got a minute and 39 seconds to go. There's another full row. All right, let me change this bucket out. Hey, Brenda. $52 seconds to go. Got 35 people in, 56 watching. Another full row. $72p. $20 seconds to go. All right, let me see if I can get this set up. And let's pick a winner. Good luck, everybody. Hey, Lisa D. And the winner's going to be Blistering Barnacles. Blistering Barnacles, you have won. Couple Merc dimes. Thank you, thank you. Been a while since you won one there, Jamie. $72p. Ten rows to go. Oh, sorry about that, Lisa. Back problems are no fun. I have been blessed enough not to have had many experience with it, but the few that I have were absolutely no fun. My dad had back problems his whole life. I hope it's nothing serious, just something a little R&R can get you back on track with. $72. $71. Oh yeah, well just sit back and watch the stream, Lisa. Just relax and get that back in the position that it feels the best, and just don't move for the next 3-4 hours. How's that? How is that? Dr. Walker's prescribes 4 hours of coin search videos to ease your back pain. $71. $71. 71D. Last row. $71D. All right. $99. 89. 89 plus there it is, plus 2430. 25, we got 89 today though. All right, over 2,500 NIFCs for the year. This other box open. Looking through the hole on the bottom, I was, I don't know, it looked a little better of a box than the other one, so maybe it'll be searchable. It looks a little better, still got 2020s in it. I tell you what, we're just gonna wait till we can get some double stack boxes to finish off the superstars. We are just gonna wait, and these are just not searchable for that. 72P. $72P. Yep, Hunting Southwest Ohio will be on tonight. Pa is taking the weekend with family. Here's another 10. $74. $72D. $71. My dad had to have all those MRIs and CT scans for that issue he was having with his head and face and what have you, and the doctor would, it was kind of inconclusive of anything, you know, what to worrisome, so to speak, but I went ahead and made him an appointment with the doctor, his family, his doctor, and he was able to get him on a little regimen that cleared it up. He hasn't had any pain or discomfort since the day we left the doctor's office, so that is good. $71D. $71D. Hey, battery boy. different. Hey, Valerie. Walker walk off. You've been walking off much here lately. $72. $71. It's going pretty good, Valerie. How are everything in the Bowen house today? $71. Another 71. Hey, Paul Abrams. Here is a sticker coin. I haven't seen that one before. It's a 2016, so it's another NIFC, but it is the Mars Hubble Space Telescope. That's pretty cool. I like space stuff. So we have a sticker coin. That looks like it's painted on the back. So pretty cool. We'll take that and give that into the miscellaneous category. Something other than a 2020 NIFC. Something other than a 2020 NIFC. Yeah, I agree. I love the space stuff. So that is a good one. $71. Shiny 93. o'clock. Kick off. Kick off that spare change. All right, Paula, I probably need to let my little dog out. Walker went out earlier, but Angus is still in. He's been in for a while, so I may take a quick break and do that myself. Hey, coins and bass. $74D. I'm afraid that's falling on deaf ears with these boxes, Valerie. Please see Valerie's message. Gabe is the man, for sure. Gabe is the man. 2020s. 72p. And 71. Martin killing it today. 71D. 72p. Yeah, it was a cool sticker coin. I like that. I like space-related stuff. $72. $71D. Hey, Pa Spare Time. Happy Labor Day weekend to you. Yep, all 2020 Ps. We had 900 last week. We're going to have probably a little over 200 this week. That's not counting all the other 2021s and 2023s. There's the 2009. That's only the third NIFC that we've gotten that was not a 2020. 71. Go ahead and change this out. I hope you're having a good family weekend, Pa. You got a beautiful place to entertain there. $72D. Oops, sorry about that. I always forget on the new bucket to let them down slowly. Always forget. On a happy note though, Pa, next time I come, I've gotten cleared on the seafood, so I will be available for any kind of shrimp and crab goodness you might want to provide. Just saying. $72P. Maybe we could find a weekend when you're going to be short-handed or something, and I can come up and help you run a stream or something. Always glad to visit with my friend Pa. All right, that's 103 NIFCs. B8 ringer hit the slots. 73D. 2024P. Oh, nice flea bag. Everybody likes a surprise. I always love to find that stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. Yep, I agree, Wendy. That's like when we were cleaning that shed up in the back, and Hannah says, "Daddy, I found no notebook with some coins in it." And I'm thinking, well, it can't be much to that. And it was a notebook with about 30 ASEs in it that Allison had put back, and I didn't know anything about. That was a nice surprise. Yeah, dimes are tough, even when you're finding stuff in them, especially trying to fill an album, because you do have to pay a little better attention to them. The 2012 NIFCs, like the 4th or 5th non-2020 NIFC we found. 73D. P. Something a little different. $71. $72. $72P. Oh yeah, I'm your Huckleberry. If I could just make my way up there. 71D. Had a pretty good nickel box Tuesday night, Paul. We found a 1906 V-nickel and a 36 Buffalo with a good clear date. Unusual for my part of town. Certainly not unwelcome though. $72. That was pretty funny, I have to say. Pa's got that kind of luck though. One of the biggest boxes he's ever had come through his house, he sold to someone to help him out. I don't know about the baseball part, Pa. I am not a good baseball guy. There's a 2003. yeah, I anticipate nickels and bills will become the main theme here on the WalkerMagnet channel pretty quick. We'll still hunt halves, but I'm just going to get away from that being the theme. It's going to be more of a hunt and just visit with each other, chit chat, a few hours to while away the afternoon, but going to get far, far away from all of the giveaways and focusing on the halves. It's just not really feasible anymore, especially not in my area. We're just going to get back to the pure enjoyment of hunting coins and spending time with good friends. If that's your thing, I know where you can get that. Ten rows to go. Hey there, Otis Colden. Thank you, Chris. I will take all of the well wishes I can get until I see how the first game comes out. I hope we got, this will be the first year the board had full reign, pretty much all of his team and his transfer portal, yada yada yada. So we are going to find out something today. How's the Ohio State game going? Hey, Downing Days. If y'all don't mind a score every now and then, there's a 2003 out of the ordinary. 2020, 71D. Ohio is up. You really just have to look. Well, the Wendy, a lot of times it depends on what you're after. Is it something that you like, you want to preserve? That's a reason to get something graded, just to get it encased so that you can, it'll retain its looks over time. And then the other part of the question is it something of value that you need to protect? So those are the two questions you have to ask yourself, because grading a nickel is not cheap. You can grade a $50 for the same price as you can grade a nickel. So you're talking 30, 40 bucks to grade a nickel. So that's where the question comes in. $71D. I wish all good luck, except for Florida State. Florida State doesn't have my wish of good luck just for tonight. After tonight, I wish them the best. Or this afternoon, rather. 72D. Five rows to go. Corn and bath is back. $76 like. We'll get that going in just a minute. All right, here we go. 76 likes, 75 likes, 3 minutes. 75 likes today is a silver quarter and a war nickel. $71D. $72D. A little wore down, but not an OFG. All right, last row. WalkerMagnet, Chef Pa has to head to the grill. All right, Pa, have a good time with your family. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for dropping in. Enjoy family time. Roll Tide, just saying. 71D. $72D. And that's going to do it. So, 1, 2, 3, that's 10, 11, 12, 199, another 199. $288 total for the day. With one miscellaneous. They weren't all 2020s, maybe 6 of them were other dates. All right, I'm going to take a quick little bathroom break, and then when I come back, I will set the camera up for the for the dollar bill. I got 501. We got, we'll go right up till 2 o'clock. So we got an hour and a half to get through the 501s. And then we'll have a little auction. Maybe we'll start the auction at 1:30 or so to get situated for the ball game, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Alrighty, I'm back. So I went through last night and went ahead and oriented all of these bills so that they should all be turned the right way. They all look to be well circulated, so hopefully we can find some goodies. Let me see if I can get my box set up to put them up. All right, here we go. Well, doggone it. I said all that, and second bill in the thing was not turned right. Hey, John Jacobs, how are you doing? Oh, did we finish? We haven't done the giveaway. I got to pick a winner. Sorry about that. Got to pick a winner. Winner for the 75 likes. JC likes Pam. Sorry about that. I got totally discombobulated, which is not unusual. Not unusual. Congratulations, JC. All right, now back to the other thing. Rigged. Let's see, let me go up a little bit so I see if I can get the date in there. 2013. Turn a little fan on. House is warming up. Thank you, Chicken Man. There's a bunch of same digits, but I guess that would be 9, 4, 5, 6. Not even a trinary. There's a trinary. We don't keep trinaries. There's another trinary. If you get a whole box of them, they are. I mean, any of these new coins coming out always sell for premium. I would think. I can't remember a year that the first 4 boxes of that year's nickels did not sell well above face value. But I might be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not an expert, and I did not sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Hey there, Hunting Southwest. Well, when you don't have anything in it but 2020 NIFCs, it doesn't take long to get through them. We had another almost 300 NIFCs, 288 NIFCs. So, yeah, you can zip on through them when you do it that way. Hope you are doing well. Silver Addiction's lurking. Lurking. There's no, it's not a birthday note. Could have been. Oop, JC Light Pam hit the slots.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Well, that first drought not being very productive. Seven 0 Buckeyes. Sounds like a good game though. What is Eli Manning looking like? Well, dang dong it, I know I opened me a Diet Mountain Dew and brought it. What did I do with it? 1 second. I've lost my Mountain Dew. I I had set it down to let Walker in. Oh, whew. I lived the struggle there, Silver Addiction. Thank you, Fleabag. Man, that little young man got a lot of pressure on him. A lot of pressure on him. What does that say? I'm sorry, hunting Southwest Ohio. Well, I hope they're not full of NIFCs. Maybe you'll still find some good goodies. I only got 2 boxes. I haven't got my other boxes now in about 3 weeks. So you're doing better than me. What's up, Kevin? How'd you like that game last night, Kevin? Oh, nice, Otis. It's funny, isn't that real funny how different areas are being restricted on pennies and others it's no restriction at all? It's kind of weird. I feel bad for I guess it's the same way with $50. Kevin said he was disappointed with the Auburn game last night. Yeah, they looked a little bit better than I would like them to, for sure. But I guess it's kind of the same way with $50. You know, I've always kind of felt bad. Some people could get $50, some people couldn't. $4 of half, 2 nickels, 4 pennies. Oh yeah, I'd love to get a box of 20-25 pennies. I know somebody that's got one. Lucky dog. That lucky scoundrel. Oh, look at him go. They had some more. You have withheld that information, Mr. Bowen. You have withheld that information.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Drone Shot, just subscribe. Thank you, sir. If you are going to try to chat, it will be a couple of minutes. I think 1 minute, and then you'll be able to chat. 1 minute, and you will be able to chat. That might have been what you called for this morning. I saw after the fact that you had tried to call this morning. I'm sorry I missed you. Sorry I missed you. I had trouble getting out of bed this morning. It's a good problem to have sometimes. Hey, Rob Wenzel. Well, I mean, I don't have any. I'm not jonesing for them. They're NC prospectors. I mean, if I was you, I would put them back. I would hold on to them. Even if you've already opened it, you know, crap, if you look at the 2024s, they were going for crazy money just for one roll. Well, drone shots, every year when the new manages come out, they go for big money, but this year with the fact that they're gonna quit minting pennies after there may be a few 2026 pennies minted, but after that there won't be any more. So for just a box of circulated pennies, you know, I've got those. I don't think there's really any value there, but if they're uncirculated, like a full box of 2025 pennies, if you look on eBay, those are going for several times face value. So that's what people are holding on to, not just boxes of pennies, but boxes of uncirculated pennies. Because next year will be the last year that they will mint any pennies. Once they run out of the blank planchette that they mint the pennies with, there won't be any more pennies minted. So, like anything else, as things become harder to get, they go up in value. Yeah, that's 71 and 17. I don't keep bookends. It's got to be a significant find, like broken ladder or five of a kind or birthday notes and things of that sort before I try to keep them. Trinaries, there are just too many of them in a hunt to keep every trinary unless it's just a cool combination. But thanks for pointing that out to me. Thanks for pointing that out to me. And thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you dropping in today. We will be doing a lot more bills and maybe nickels. We'll do halves. We're going to start spreading the hunt around. I've got a box of pennies I've done a few out of. Don't like to hunt pennies on, I don't like to hunt pennies. Hey, Gatita. Pennies on stream. They're very hard for me to see, and I like to I would think so, Rob. I mean, I don't know if they're even going to mint any. It just depends on how many 2025s they do this year, you know. I don't keep any bookends. No, don't keep any bookends. That, to me, it's just not cool enough to keep for me. You know, the thing about the hobby is you collect what is cool to you, you know. So 5 of a kind, that's cool. I like to keep what they call a zip code note. So if you had 3 zeros and then a number that equates to being a zip code for somewhere in the United States, I like to keep those. So you kind of figure out, yeah, well, cool. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. That's exactly. You got to do what you enjoy. You know, like in the early days when we would do nickels, anything that was older than a 1960, you know, 59 on down, we kept everything, and I ended up with just mounds of nickels after doing a bunch of boxes, and finally just had to come to the realization that. You know, not really feasible to keep everything you come across. Same way with NIFCs. Same way with NIFCs. You know, I kept every NIFC for a while, but man, I had a couple $1,000s in them in NIFCs, and they weren't worth anything more than, you know, face value. So now on my nickel, if it's in really good shape, I may keep it. So I just keep what is interesting to me. Try not to follow the fads, and that will be a piece of advice I will give you that I myself fell into watching all the other channels. Gatita has sent one WalkerMagnet gift membership. Thank you, Gatita. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And JJ's Currency got the membership. One o'clock. Who knows? That's the right thing there, Martin. That's right, Rob. Yep, keep what you like. My wife, Allison, loved bicentennial. She hunted halves with me a few times, and Lord have mercy, she wanted to keep every bicentennial. It's like, babe, we can't do that. She would get so sad when she would have to throw a bicentennial back in the thing. You know, but on the flip side of it, Downing days, it's saving money. You know, I mean, there might not be any collector's value in them, but it's no different than putting money, you know, pennies in a piggy bank. Same way with these ones, you know, keeping star notes, or if you like bookends, keeping bookends. You know, I mean, there's not really any value to them for just a standard star note. All right, thank you. Hunting Southwest Ohio comes in with a $10 super chat. I appreciate you, my friend. We'll see you tonight. Good luck with your hunt also. And thank you for the support. But it's still saving money. You know, anytime you put $1 back, that's $1 you've got. That's the way I look at the dollar bill stuff. You know, I mean, if I was to fall into a position of needing $100 or something, you know, I would hope $100 wouldn't put me in bad straits. But if I did need it, I've easily got $100 or so sitting back that's right there. Whenever I need it, I can lay hands on it. So yeah, absolutely. You know, back in the day, there wasn't. People put it under their mattress or buried it in the yard or whatever. It's just another means of saving with a cool little twist on it. With a cool little twist on it. So look at it that way. Is a good way to make collecting and saving fun. It's an older note, 2006. Not in very good shape, though. Yeah, there you go, Silver Addiction. I remember, I don't know how many of y'all remember Gina R. Don't see her very often anymore, but she did several videos on where I wasn't really sure, can't remember what the premises was, but for any time she got change back, I think it was, she took a $5 bill out and put it in a box, and then it wouldn't be long before she would end up with a strap of fives, and she could save money that way. If you do it a little bit of a time, it can stack up pretty quick. And it's just another form of saving. No interest there, unfortunately, but still, it's a cool way to do it. Absolutely, Silver Addiction. The other thing is, if, let's say, like there's certain types of coins you like, like I've got all these copper pennies. I can see one day maybe, those get cashed in. Maybe I can turn them into a new banknote that I like, or add another silver commemorative to my collection. It will be an easy way to put together a few things, put back in the, like you say, the rainy day fund, so that if something becomes available, you got the money to take care of it. Y'all are doing Christmas the wrong way. You're supposed to go out on Christmas Eve. Anybody can buy Christmas presents in the last of August. It takes a pro to find that great gift on Christmas Eve. No five. Trying to make a broken ladder out of that one. Hey there, Copper Owl coins. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool, Downing Day. That's something that was suggested by, I think it was Dad's Fair Change. When you do coin hunts, you find so many coins that are damaged and won't go through the coin machine at the credit union. Well, a good way to use those is to drop them in donation jars, or at Christmas time at the Salvation Army. There you go, Crafty. That's understandable. That's understandable. Now though, with days with the doggone, you know, Amazon and all of that going on, you don't even have to get out of the house to go do it nowadays. Yep, that was Dad's spare change. Yep, drop all those damaged coins that won't go through a coin machine, drop them into a donation jar. The banks always have them. The Salvation Army every Christmas, you know, just take a handful with you anywhere you go, drop them in. But then that's what you need to do. Always follow the Lord. Can't ever go wrong with that. Oop, WalkerMagnet, the guard dog, on alert. We might have mail. There you go, Rob. That's like Hannah's birthday is January the 4th, Copper Owl, so it was always a struggle to separate Christmas from and her birthday. All right, hold on, I gotta go take care of this. They're fixing the choir's singing. The choir's singing. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, Walker will get it started, and then Angus chimes in. Next thing you know, it's way out of control. So I put them both out for a while. All right, Downing Days, thanks for coming in today. I sure appreciate it, and I hope you will drop back in. We may be back on Tuesday night. If not Tuesday, hopefully we will be back next Saturday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Oh, you ought to hear them when the tornado siren, when the tornado siren test goes off. They really get into full chorus then. They're good dogs. They're dirty dogs. They need a good bath. There's a dusty spot next to the house, next to the fireplace, that they just love to waller in. I'll carry Angus and get him bathed and groomed and smelling good, and he'll go outside, go straight to that dust pile start rolling around in it. I'm getting to where I only carry him occasionally and get him groomed because his hair gets so thick and I don't want it to mat. Hey, Wendy, I'm always looking at serial numbers on bills. Yeah, me too. Matter of fact, one time I found a broken ladder. My daughter had left some change on the table in the kitchen, and I just picked it up, walked by and saw it, picked it up and took a look at it, and it was a broken ladder. Pretty nice one too. I've got 3 or 4 of those now, and 2 of them I found last week in my bills that were brand new 2021s, crisp as can be, as crisp as they can be. I like to, show the tellers and things at the bank when I go about stuff. Like I found a magic coin one time, kept getting kicked out of the coin machine, and I took it outside and put it in one of my buckets, like I put my coins in, or rattled it around till it come apart, and took it back in to the tellers and gave it to them. And you would have thought I'd just given them a gold coin. I thought that was so cool. Yeah, me neither. They'd fire me for sure. And I don't have the hearing that some people do. I think Kevin was saying that he had a business where they dealt with a lot of change and stuff, and he could hear the silver when it hit the till, and Southern Metal was telling me one time that he was at the bank and heard silver going into the drawer or whatever, and I can't hear it. I missed one time years ago, and Chicken Man Dan and Shell Bell heard it when I threw it in the little collection bucket, and so I went back through, and sure enough, it was a really dirty bicentennial, and I had missed it. I mean, a lot of people, they don't even look at the coin. They just ripple them through their hands and listen for the silver and dump them. But I have to look at them all. Yep, there it is. There's Kevin. Missed one, 2009. All right, Rob. Take care, buddy. Be careful and be safe. Thanks for dropping in. Not unless they were in super good shape, Martin. Now, if it was, like if it was a 95 but if it was a rag, I wouldn't keep it. No. If it was a rag, of course, the 95 and the 88 and the 93 could be web notes. I would of course look for that, but it would have to be in good shape before I would put it back. Thank you, Otis. Thank you, sir. Past few weeks, our son has gotten a 20 and two $10 bills at the theater. Nice. Hannah brought me a 50. It was funny though. She found a 50. What was the year on that? I don't know where I put it. She found me a 50, but she couldn't afford to. She couldn't afford just to let me have it. She said, "Daddy, I found you an old 50. If you'll send me $50 on Cashapp, I'll keep it for you." She was at the grocery store and she needed the money to get her groceries with, and so I sent her a 50 for the 50, and a little extra just 'cause she's a good girl. But she knows to watch out for them. They bring me star notes from the restaurant when they find them. And one of the girls, somebody gave her a nickel for a tip, or in change or something like that. It was a buffalo nickel that didn't have a date on it. And she sent me a picture. Is this worth anything? Almost Alabama football time. There's a 95, not a web note. If it was a web note, this number here would be up at the top, but still an older note. Not in very good shape. I don't think I'll keep it, but it is an older note, 95. There was a 1919 bill earlier that I saw. You might be lagging, John Jacobs. I think I've already may have put it up. I don't think it was in the right order though. And there is the last one. All right, last strap before we start the auction. 2009. I forget what y'all were. Y'all were doing something the last time we were on, Michael, and you were saying something, and I gave Martin a wrench. Y'all wanted to post something, or maybe it was give somebody walkers or something like that. I think it was. There's a higher serial number. So I think 96 million is the top. So 95,566,665. It's getting up there. Yep, and a trinary. That's right, John Jacobs. Yeah, this is true, Kevin. Everybody expects great things from him, but it may take a little bit for him to get it. This is his first start, if I'm not wrong. First start ever. So I mean, goodness, give the young man a break. He certainly got the bloodline, if that counts for anything. A lot of pressure on a young man like that to perform. Michael Erickson dipping the toe in again. I would love, now binary, that would be a no-brainer. That would definitely be a keeper. not beyond the realm of possibility. There's a quad twos. These might have been cert before. I don't know. Not very often that I have done a strat that absolutely didn't find anything. There's quad fours. But they were all whumpy jawed every which way, so I guess hunting bills is like hunting halves. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. There's quad zeros. Getting to the end. I've got an 11 lot auction. I do have a piece of currency, 1863 fractional currency. I'm going to go ahead and warn you, it's not in great shape, but it is is nice looking. It does have the detail left in it, but wouldn't exactly call it crispy. But dollar start. You can't go wrong at a dollar start. Two fours. Always look to see if one of the numbers is repeated. Kind of gives you a clue that it's not going to be a broken ladder. 7768. Well, that might be the first time ever I've done one without finding anything. We did have that one older note that could be a keeper if you were keeping those older notes. It was a 95, but it was not in very good shape. All right. If you are interested in the auction, now is the time to refresh and be ready. Refresh and be ready. Give everybody a minute to stand and stretch. Get their boxing gloves on. And we will get this going. Are you ready, Chicken Man? Chicken Man Dan, are you ready? Hey, Woodsy. Woodsy's back. Ooh, Fleabag doing what Fleabag does best. All right, first up we have a 1973 mint state 64 Eisenhower dollar. Starting bid is $1. Starting bid is $1. In this condition, these are very beautiful coins, I have to say. Christopher Ty is in at 3. Christopher Ty in at 3, going once at 3. Kevin's in at 4. Christopher Ty at 5. Metallic Silver Skull at 7. New bidder in the hunt. Christopher Ty's at 8. Christopher Ty's at 8. Got a scratch that I do believe that got to be on the holder, not the coin. It's probably, I don't really see any toning on it. The lighting, it's almost impossible to work the lighting so that it shows things without the glare. Kevin's in at 9. Yeah, he does. He doesn't have much insulation up there, does he, Wendy? But I do not see any toning on it, Woodsy. Kevin is at 9. Shield Bell's at 10. Mint State 64, 1973, Philadelphia Eisenhower. Shield Bell has it at 10. Shield Bell at 10. Shield Bell at 10. Thanks everybody for the bid today. I very much appreciate it. Kevin is out to Shield Bell at $10. $10. Going once and twice, going twice to Shield Bell at $10. Christopher Ty is out. Thank you, Christopher. All in fair warning to Shield Bell at $10. And sold. Shield Bell at 10. Thank you. Next up, we have a 1967 SMS set. Still in the box. Box is in good shape. Here is the coinage. Dollar start. Who's in? Shield Bell's in at 1. Shellbells at 1, Silver Ditching at 3. Look at that penny. Is that not a pretty penny? Retired old guy jumps in at 3. William E. jumps in at 2. Retired old guy at 3. Michael Erickson at 4. Michael Erickson at 6. Retired old guy at 5. Michael Erickson at 6. Silver Ditching's in at 8. Beautiful coins. Quarter is immaculate. Silver Ditching at 8. William E. at 9. Kevin's in at 10. Very nice set. And the reverse is free. We have Kevin at 10. Silver Ditching at 12. Silver Ditching has the bid at 12. Thank you, Kevin, William E., everybody that's bid. Silver Ditching is at 12. Going once, going twice. All in fair warning, Silver Ditching. And sold, Silver Ditching. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. On to the next. Cool. Now you do. Now we have a 1968 uncirculated set. This is not a proof set. It is in the envelope, and the envelope is sealed, so I cannot show you the coins. Envelope is sealed, so I can't show the coins. There is a slight tear on the envelope right here, but aside from that, it is intact. 1968 uncirculated set. We got Retired Old Guy starting us off at 4. Michael Erickson at 1. Retired Old Guy at 4. Thank you, ROG, the ROG. 68 unopened, uncirculated set. Michael Erickson back in at 5. Michael Erickson back in at 5. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's right. Let me, I don't have all of the things. Let's see. Let's send 5 free membership. We'll do 5 free memberships. That's pretty valuable because I got some nice little goodies that's going to be members only. American Eagle Hoarder, Everyday Opportunity. Hey, Everyday Opportunity. Man, I missed you at the Tyler Coin Show. I saw Ida and never made it back to to your table, so I'm sorry I missed that opportunity. MLZB, my lovely daughter, Hannah Cargile, and Norm Person all gifted membership. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Michael Erickson, you are at 5. Let's start counting that down. Going once to Michael Erickson. Is there any other interest? Going once to Michael Erickson. Keeping it in the family. She's a good girl, Christopher Ty. She's a good girl. Going twice. Martin Bowen's in at 6. Martin Bowen in at 6. Martin Bowen in at 6. Martin Bowen in at 6. So everybody on Discord that's on my Discord, I'm going to be rearranging things. So I'd like to open a discussion on Discord about how we're going to do the show, the channel going forward. So if you guys could chime in on ideas, I've got thoughts in my head that are all over the place. So over the next week or two, I'd like to try to tap the great minds of Discord and come up with a way to continue going forward. We got Martin Bowen going twice at $6. Thank you, Martin. See, I'll be on a lookout for that discussion. 21-0, Ohio State putting a whooping on Texas and going twice, and all in fair warning. Martin Bowen. William E. chimed in at 7, just before the sold sign. Just before the sold sign. William E. chimes in at 7. William E. at 7. You almost got it. You almost. Oh, Tennessee. Nice. Thank you, Dad Spare Change. That was going to be the first score I looked at. First score I looked at when I got done here. So congratulations there, Dad Spare Change. William E. at 7. Yeah, y'all give old Arch a break now. He's got to get his feet under him, you know. He's got a lot on his shoulders. William E., you have the bid now at 7. Thank you, sir. Going once, going twice. Going twice to William E. at 7. All in fair warning. Y'all are waiting on me to write this stuff down. Michael Erickson at 8. So that's how I need to sell things, you know. I need to start writing it down early. Y'all are bad. Y'all are bad people. Michael Erickson at $8. William E. at 9. I ain't writing anything down till I see Chicken Man Dan say it's okay. William E. at 9. Michael Erickson is out. You changed your little doodad, your little picture thing, didn't you, Michael? Michael got a new, whatever you call those things. And going once to William at 9, if it holds. And William. and sold. Christopher Ty, you almost did it, brother. You almost did it. I'm going to share my other screen here to show you that that you were just a touch late. If I can figure out how to do that. You just missed it. Just missed it. There we go. We got sold, and Christopher Ty, you came in right behind it. So thank you for the effort, though. Thank you for the effort. So William E., you got that at 9. Way to hang in there, William. Way to hang in there. All right, number 4 is a really nice 1868. She's on break, I believe, I bet. 1868. I want y'all to get a look at this thing. It is really has some stunning detail for a 2-cent piece. 1868. Starting bid's $1. Otis Cauldron's in at $1. Elizabeth a little bit behind there. Elizabeth now at 2. Elizabeth now at 2. Shell Bell at 2. Shell Bell at 3. Shell Bell at 3. Look at that thing now. I mean, who can't like that coin right there? You will not find one very much better than that for $1 start. Otis at Retired Oak guy at 4. Otis at 5. Dalvin Purcell in at 6. Dalvin's in at 6. Kevin at 10. Jason Eason at 11. Jason Eason at 11. Retired old guy a little late at 7. Now he's back a little late at 11. He said, I'm going to get this eventually. 12. Retired old guy at 12. $12 for retired old guy. Retired old guy has the bid at 12. And we are out of Mountain Dew. Jonathan Eason at 13. Thank you, Jonathan. John Jacobs at 15. Retired old guy at 14. Retired old guy at 16. This is probably easily a $25, $30, if not more, coin. We have John Jacobs now at 20. John Jacob recognizes the deal when he sees one. Kevin at 20. Kevin at 25. Kevin back at 25. Got just a touch of wear there on the shield, but aside from that, pretty crisp coin to be as old as it is. Civil War area. Well, let's try to turn it over. Yeah, it looks like it may be about 20 degrees rotated. There's the, let me put it back up under here. We got Kevin at 25, so there is... There is, and I'm going to try to turn it straight over. Got a little bit of, maybe just a few degrees, 10 degrees or so rotation on it maybe. Yep, a little bit of die rotation. Kevin at 25. Not a ton though. So, Kevin at 25, going once to Kevin at 25. And twice, going twice to Kevin at 25. Oh, in fair warning, not writing anything down. All in fair warning. Yeah, Hannah, you need to remember you're supposed to give up your room in 2 months for a few days. And sold to Kevin. Kevin, my courier service, as you well know, is out of town, so I will get that to you as soon as he gets back. All right, 1856 large cent, another very nice coin. $18.56 large cent. There is the obverse. Thank you, Kevin, for taking it easy on him. Go to a bigger screen. There's the coin under the old scope. Old copper. You can't hardly beat the look of old copper. Elizabeth Blood's in at 1. Retired old guy in at 8. Retired old guy in at 8. Jonathan Eason at 18. Jonathan Eason is at 18. $18.56. Jonathan Eason has the bid at 18. Yeah, that kind of went from out of the frying pan into the fire pretty quick there, Shellbell. Jonathan has the bid going once at 18. And twice to Jonathan at 18. Yeah, it's a fairly decent looking coin there, Jonathan. I don't think you're doing bad, my friend. And sold to Jonathan Eason at 18. Thank you, Jonathan. All righty, lot number 6. Got a couple of Canadians here. Couple of Canadians. Going to start with a large cent. Going to be an 1886 Canadian large cent. There she is. Pretty good detail still on the back. And retired old guy's in at $1. Tired old guy said, I'm going to keep trying and I'm going to win one of these doggone things by hook or crook. John Jacobs in at 3. So the dime, the 5-cent piece is super nice. It is very, very small, smaller than an American dime. $19.38. So what we got here? We got retired old guy at 1, John Jacobs at 3, retired old guy at 4, John Jacobs at 5, Elizabeth Blood at 6, Shell Bell at 7. We are at 7. Christopher Tye chimes in at 10. We have Christopher Tye now in the hunt at 10. This is a really pretty little coin. If I had a dime, I would put it up next to it so y'all could see. Here's a penny. To give you an idea, a cent, the difference in size. It's about the size, it's actually smaller than our dime. And then here is the other. So Christopher Tye at 10, Shell Bell at 11, Christopher Tye now at 12. Christopher Tye now at 12, 1886 Canadian. in 1938, Newfoundland. Christopher Tide 12, Shell Bell at 13. Shell Bell now at 13. Probably get them both in the same frame here. Christopher says out to Shell Bell. So Shell Bell going once at 13. Shell Bell going once at 13. And twice to Shell Bell at 13. All in fair warning. All in fair warning. And sold. Shell Bell at 13. All right, got another large cent. This one is much better than the other. So if you like these, this one is really nice. It's got beautiful, absolutely beautiful coloration. I hope you enjoyed this coin. 1851 large cent. And here is the reverse. Elizabeth's in at 1. Elizabeth's in at 1. Dad's spare change at 2. Retired old guy at 10. It's had a little more wear on it than the other one did, but the coloration on it, I think, is just gorgeous. Hard to really appreciate it in the light of these cameras. I don't know if I can do better with it. We got retired old guy at 10. That didn't help none. Retired old guy John Jacobs at 12. Jonathan Eason comes in at 15. Retired old guy a little bit behind at 13. John Jacobs at 17. John Jacobs at 17. Jonathan Eason at 18. John Jacobs at 20. Have John Jacobs now at 20. John Jacobs has the bid at 20. John versus Jonathan. Don't get me started. I'll start calling him Jason again. I spent about 4 streams calling him Jason Eason. Jonathan, 18. John Jacobs, 20. John Jacob has the bid at 20. Imagine the currency at the time, how much circulation this coin must have seen. You could buy a good bit for this back in the day. All in fair warning. John Jacobs at 20. All in fair warning. And sold to John Jacobs. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very nice, very nice. So I've been doing a little business with these Balboas. This is I've got more of these, like 2 more, same date, but this one was by far the nicest of the bunch. I've got a couple more not quite as nice as this one I'll be throwing in at a later date. But this is a 62 Balboa. I believe they are 90% silver. .900 there on the left. This is a 1/10 Balboa. Retired old guy's in at 2. Retired old guy in at 2. Elizabeth at 3. Woodsy at 3. No, Elizabeth at 2. Woodsy at 3. Elizabeth at 4. Panamanian Balboa. Elizabeth at 4. This has all the details still going for it. Let me zoom on in so y'all can really appreciate it. There you go. Can't ask for more detail than that. We have Woodsy at 5. Woodsy is at 5. Woodsy is at 5. Thank you, Elizabeth. Retired old guy. Woodsy, I appreciate it. There is the reverse. .900 silver on the left side there, 1962. Elizabeth Flood is at 6. Woodsy's out. Good try, Woodsy. Appreciate you. Elizabeth Flood at 6. Thank you, retired old guy. Elizabeth Flood at $6. And going once to Elizabeth Flood. And twice. All in fair warning. All in fair warning. Elizabeth Flood. $6 on this beautiful Balboa. And sold. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Woodsy. Thank you, retired old guy. That is a nice one. I will try to get it to you a little quicker than I did that other thing, Elizabeth. I sent Elizabeth something that came back, and then I set it aside to worry about reshipping it again, and I kind of forgot about it. Finally, like, where's my stuff I paid for? Rightly so, I might add. All right, these are not in great circulated, in great condition, but I got a 35 silver quarter, Philadelphia, and I got a 35S Walking Liberty. As I said, they are circulated, but, it's close to $20 in silver by themselves, so starting bid's $1 though. Starting bid is $1. There's the Walker. Not the prettiest Walker I've ever sold, but still a 35S. If you've got a album, you need a spot to fill, that is a spot filler for sure. Jason Eason comes in at 18. Thank you. I'm Jason. I did it to myself. Jonathan Eason. Christopher Ty was at 10. Woodsy at 3, Jonathan Eason at 18, retired old guy 15, retired old guy 20, retired old guy 20, 35S, Walking Liberty, Silver Ditchings at 22. Silver Addiction at 22. There is the quarter. As I said, they're not in great numismatic shape, but they are a few years old. Retired old guy 20, Silver Ditching at 22. So we have Silver Ditching going once, Silver Ditching at 22. Silver Ditching had the shakes. He probably already got the seated dime that's coming up next, so. Silver Ditching 22 going once. Hey, that's a way to show both of them. Silver Ditching 22 going twice. All in fair warning to Silver Ditching at 22 for the pretty much wrapping up the 35s. Nice. And sold. Thank you, Silver Ditching. I appreciate it. $22. All right. Next up is number 10 in the lot. We got 2 more to go. It's not a bad looking seated dime. If you like seated material, this is a pretty nice looking seated dime. 1889. There is the under the scope. Got full Liberty. 1889 seated. Michael Erickson's in at 1. Thank you, Silver Ditching. Michael Erickson is in at 1. Retired old guy says, I'm going to try one more time at 8. And Michael Erickson says 9. Jonathan Eason at 11. John Jacob just missed at 10. There's a better obverse. John Jacobs now at 12. 1889 seated. John Jacobs at 12. John Jacobs at 12. Jonathan Eason at 13. Kevin comes in at 15. $18.89 seated. Kevin at $15. Oh, Martin Bowen hit the slots. Kevin at 15. Let's go once. Kevin at 15. Yeah, it got a little ding on it there, Michael. Going once to Kevin at 15. Kevin going twice at 15. Kevin going twice at 15. All in fair warning. Thank you, Dad Spare Change. And sold to Kevin for $15. righty, last but certainly not least, including a little currency in this auction. As I said before, this is not a crisp note by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm starting to really get interested in the fractional currency, and this is an 1863. This is a second issue fractional currency. As I said, it's got a little piece missing. It's got a little dings here and there, but this is actual currency that they would have used back in the Civil War times. The fact that they had quit accepting, it's one that I got up there, Shillbill. They had quit accepting currency for gold and silver at the bank, so people started hoarding their gold and silver. And once they started doing that, they had a coin shortage. And so they could not honor that anymore. So the Congress came up with this. So it's got a hole in it. Like I said, it's kind of old. So here on the back, you can see surcharges that are applied as this is used. That says 1863. This helps you identify the bills also. So we got Christopher Ty at 1, Michael Erickson at 3, Christopher Ty at 5, Michael Erickson at 6, Elizabeth Flood at 7, Christopher Ty at 8, First In at 8. So if you look these up, I have a book that will, and before I send it to the winner, I will include the FR number for it. As I said, it's not in great shape, but it is a fractional currency note. This band around it is bronzing, and it was a way that they tried to make an anti-counterfeiting addition to the note so that it could not be duplicated except by the mint. So we got Dalvin Purcell at 10. Dalvin Purcell at 10. It has a hole in it, Dalvin. It does have a hole in the bill. As I said, it is not in very good shape as far as the note in itself. It has some issues. I've got a few of these that I'm going to offer up that I have bought over the last year or so. These are some that are not in the greatest of shape. This is a 50-cent note. Christopher Ty is now at 11. It's got a missing piece on it. Trying to see if I can figure out which FR number this is, because it has an extra surcharge on the back. Oh yeah, I think it is. That's the piece. You want me to tape it back on there? It come off, didn't it? It did. It come off. It did come off. I will include that. No charge. No charge for the extra piece. We have Christopher Ty at 11, going twice. Christopher Ty at 11, going twice. So these can be worth several $100s in good shape. And I will try to figure out what the FR number is on this one before I send it to the All in Fair Warning. Michael Erickson at 12. I ain't wrote nothing down. Y'all taught me my lessons. This has an extra surcharge on the back that I don't see in the book. So Christopher ties out. Michael Erickson, you now have the bid at 12. Michael Erickson going twice at 12. All in fair warning. And sold Michael Erickson at $12. Thank you, Michael. And the piece. All right, I can do that. I can do that, Michael. Thank you. Send to Gabe. Thank you, sir. Very generous of you. So with that being done, we are ready to close this thing out. So I have 2 EOSs. One is members only. And since this is the last day of August, I'm going to go ahead and gift the rest of my memberships. So I have fulfilled all the memberships. If you are a member, I've got a members only giveaway. So Mark S., Currency System, DTS Coins, Sam M., and Scotty Aquati all gifted memberships by moi. And I have a members only and I have an EOS. The first giveaway is going to be, let me go back to, I'm going to go ahead and get the first giveaway is going to be for everybody. Everybody's eligible. 2 minutes to get in, 53 people in the chat. So first EOS is underway. While that is running, let me get my camera changed. And we will do that. So thanks everybody for your participation in the auction today. And I will just show you, these is what these, another one that will be coming up. So I've got some of these that were less than stellar quality. So if you would like to add a fractional to your currency or to your collection, I will have a few more of those different issues coming up at later auctions. We got 35 people in. This is for everyone to enter. Even if you won a giveaway earlier, you are eligible. You are eligible. $38 people in, 46 seconds to go. $27 seconds. 27 seconds. Thank you, Elizabeth. I think they are too. And they can be quite valuable. Hey, how are you doing, Patrick? We are closing her out here, getting to the end. Ready for some Bama football. We got 40 people in. 40 people in. We got one. That's going to be it. You can no longer, don't it say that? You can no longer enter. All right, here we go. Picking a winner. Good luck, everyone. And the winner's going to be for the end of stream is J-Dud. J-Dud, you have won. I think it's a 40%er. Yep, 1969. All right, we got one more to go. One more to go. This will be, going to complete that. This will be a members only. Members only. You got 2 minutes to get in. You must be a member to enter. You can enter if you want to, but if you are not a member, you will not be entered in. So something a little extra I've been trying to do for those that have kept membership for a long time. And we're going Canadian today. I've got a Canadian dollar. It's commemorative for the Constitution, I believe. Very nice. Proof coin. Cameo looking. And then I have a 1965 Canadian dollar. Going to members only. Members only. We've got 12 people in. You got a 1 in 12 opportunity to win Canadian silver. Commemorative Canadian dollar and a 1965 Canadian dollar. 14 people in, got a minute and 4 seconds. Minute and 4 seconds. See you, Woodsy. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate you. I know it's a bad time zone for you to try to do that, and it's commendable to you, my friend, for coming in. Roll Tide to you too, Kevin. 37 seconds. 37 seconds. 14 people in. Hey, David Carlisle. "14 seconds. War Eagle," says David Carlisle. They did win. They did win. That thing gets in. Why don't I see your name in there, Net Thing? I'm going to open it up just for a second. Net Thing got in time, but I don't see his name. So I'm going to resume entries just for a second. Members only, Net Thing, if you want to try to get in again. I don't see you on the list. There you go. All right, we got you in there now. Got you in. Closing entries. Going to pick a winner. Members only is going to be Cammie King. Congratulations, Cammie. You have won the members only giveaway. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop. And with that being done, we are going to wrap her up today. I will say, if nothing else, it was an interesting hunt. Couple hundred, 288 NIFCs. Kind of been, thank you, Cammie. Par for the course. Yeah, I think I remember seeing you comment on one of the other streams maybe that, no, Jonathan, I got shipping. Don't worry about it, my friend. That you had changed your address maybe. So, yep, make sure always, never a bad idea to shoot me an email with your address just in case something may have changed. So, with that being said, we're going to call it a day. Hey, Mike Slice. And I appreciate, number one, I appreciate all my mods. Number two, I appreciate all of my members. And number three, all my subscribers that you guys have made all this possible. I can do whatever you would like, William. I can hold it as long as you would like. I'll make an envelope and put your name on it. And with that being said, one more thing, Roll Tide, all you guys. Y'all have a blessed weekend, and we will see you again maybe Tuesday. I will let you know. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.